Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brand. I'm your host, Stuart, and today, this afternoon, the announcement for the lead in the new James Gunn DCEU Supergirl movie was announced as Milly Alcock. Now, I have only seen her in the House of the Dragon, sorry, and I think she is a good actress. She did a good job in that series. She can definitely pull off playing a younger teenager. Millie is somewhere early 20s, I believe, and Supergirl story on which this is based on Tom King's uh, Woman of Tomorrow is mid late teens, I believe, from my understanding. I haven't read the trade back yet. I hope to pick up a copy before I go see the movie. This story is a very darker story and mostly takes place off world. So this is going to be kind of an interesting take where creating a unified universe with DC Comics where the story's primary setting is not Earth. So this is going to be kind of a departure from what we've seen from other superhero movies, with the exception of Guardians of the Galaxy. That was kind of that exception. It took place other places around the galaxy, and this is what this is going to be. There's been a lot of tension around James Gunn's new DCEU, and I get it. Uh, However, I did actually enjoy Blue Beetle, despite the fact that I didn't see it till it hit Max streaming service because the trailer just made it look like it was just going to be a lot of propaganda based on the uncle. But it turned out it was an enjoyable movie. I do think they should have started back with Tom Cord way back when as the first Blue Beetle, but there were lots of hints and stuff of the previous Blue Beetles throughout that movie. And so it wasn't a terrible movie. It was good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. It's it's where I wouldn't have started with Jaime. So I would have started with Cord and not Jaime. But that's their decision and that's what they went with. Jaime's part of the Teen Titans. That's where we kind of get a feel for him, and in the animated universe. And so I thought that'd be a good approach, just copying what was already done well in the animated series. And in the animated universe, Supergirl comes in and out, but it's always the earlier versions of where she comes to Earth, sticks with Clark, and learns to become a hero in her own right, having been raised on Krypton for the early part of her life and not knowing a loving family like Clark did. This is going to be a take off that where she has that baggage of seeing her family perish, her world perish, and she goes out into the universe to find herself. So I do think this is a good story. I don't know if I would have attached Millie Alcock to it. I don't think she would have been my first pick. I don't know who would have been my first pick, to be honest with you. But as far as her acting talent and her look, it does seem like a good fit to me. She definitely has. She gets a little bit longer hair that you typically see with Supergirl. Bleach it a little bit, make it a little bit blonder, and she's going to look very close to the Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow series. And she's got that younger look. I mean, she's still in her early 20s, but she could definitely pull off 16, 17 on the screen. She did it in House of Dragon, and she also played older. They make they had some makeup to age her up in the series, and it looked good. And she was able to play that off, but she still had, and it's her front two teeth when she smiles. She has that young smile that kind of like my kids had. Just kind of they show the front two teeth when they would smile. So she can definitely pull this off, I think. And I didn't know what to expect from James Gunn's DCEU. But with this, I have to say, I am a bit optimistic for the Supergirl movie, and I hope it's great. I really do. I just want to see a good comic book movie. And this is a story I'm not familiar with, based on reading the synopsis and just taking a few looks at a few pages in the trade back online. It looks like it's going to be an interesting story. It will be, it'll probably be panned immediately by some extremist fans because this is primarily a Supergirl's helping out another alien female trying to get revenge on the death of her father. And I have no problem with that as long as they don't make it completely woke. You can throw a little bit in there and I'll still enjoy it. But we're going to see that, but I don't think if it follows the story and stays true to the characters that are in the comic, I think this will actually be a good addition to the DCEU. I hope James Gunn does a great job on this movie. I really do. And I'll have to say, it's a bold move to pick such a lesser known actress here in the States. Most of her work, I believe, is out of Australia. And but she's proven herself on Max with House of the Dragon, so I think this will be a good fit. But we will just have to wait till we start to get some first screenshots and some set looks and some leaks here and there, which will probably be about another year before they actually start filming. But let's be hopeful. That's my opinion. Let's be hopeful for a good Supergirl movie. Let's hope it shows her weaknesses, her insecurities, and overcoming them. That's what a good hero story is the hero has something they have to overcome to become better to win the day. That's the essence of a good hero story. That's what we're looking for. If it just comes right out the bat that she's good at everything, can't be stopped, blah, 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 there's no turmoil, there's no insecurity, there's no character development for her to become a better person to save the day, then it's going to be a bad movie. So, until we start seeing stuff leak from all those Hollywood insiders, let's say Milly Alcock is a good choice. And I am optimistic about the new Supergirl movie and the story that it picked because it's something new, something a lot of us haven't seen, a lot of us hadn't read. So, until next time, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.